On the weekly chart, we're going to take a look at Boeing. You can see that basically this thing is just shot straight up ever since that mid-November low that we had back in here at that 176 level. We are now trading right below the big psych level of 250, where we ended the day at 249. So market goes down, Boeing goes up. And actually, if you look at the pre-market lows compared to where we ended up today, pretty large, decent move in here that we had to the green side in here overall for Boeing. Now, where does that kind of put us here on this weekly chart? Well, 249, this was a previous support for us. You go all the way back in here to January 2024. So that is going to be our new resistance, even though we're kind of trading right at that right now. So if we can gap up or at least stay above these 249s going into tomorrow, we're going to see if these can hold, and then we're going to work our way up above that. We're going to be looking at the 255 level, and then up here at that 258.59. Now, to the downside, what are we looking at? Well, you have this lower trend line and this 241, 242 area all matching up right here. That's going to be a major support. Anything below there, you're looking right here at that 235 level. And then you have the 9-day EMA sitting at 227. Your RSI is creeping up, obviously, with this big pump that we had in here last week. So pretty decent low to high last week in here on the weekly candle, and then starting it off great so far this week. That kind of pushed your RSI up here. So that's sitting at 67. But we're not technically overbought, but we are getting there, right? So you kind of have to keep that in mind, keep that inverse correlation in our back pocket too, as we're trading this thing for the next 3 trading sessions. Your IV ranking here, obviously volatility, a little bit of an expansion, but not really. It's basically stayed the same as it was last week. But you have right around a $5 expected move priced in by this Friday. You have earnings coming up next week. So 27th pre-market, Boeing is going to report their earnings in there. So everybody's looking at next week for the big earnings week. Everything's going to shake up. So shake up next week. It's going to be a big setup week this week, right? For the next couple trading sessions. You have $14 expected move priced in by next week's expiration date. The following is going to be right around 15, and then after that, right around $16. So let's see what happens in here as we're looking forward into earnings. But all in all, great start to the week in here for Boeing. Let's see how much steam we're going to lose or how much we're just going to keep on pushing in here. Looking forward to that earnings report next week. But all in all, we'll take what we can get. We'll see if these 249s will hold going into tomorrow, and then play this thing accordingly. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you're interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.